my way to work. I'm actually running late today, but I always have time to make a video when I'm on the road. It's more important if you just listen to audio. You can put the phone down or whatever media device you're using to watch this video. I'm not going to show you anything on screen. Topic of today is bars, clubs, the ugly. Some things I say in this video, maybe even the message, is just used for illustration purposes only. I'm not saying that it's happened to me or this happens in real life. It's all illustration purposes, and I think you can read the message. If you're working in a bar or club or other establishment where they serve alcohol, the owners are going to be less likely going to want for you to call the police for maybe fights or other situations. Obviously, if there's a life and death situation, they want you to call the police. Here's why they don't want you to call the police for almost any reason except life and death situations. And again, somebody driving drunk is also a life and death situation as well, or intoxicated and impaired. The police or law enforcement in general are trained by ABC, Alcohol and Beverage Control. Now, in your state, they might be called something different, but most states regulate liquor. They've been trained to document repeated events. So if there's a lot of drunk drivers in the parking lot, there's fights, there's people drinking alcohol in the parking lot, police are trained to notify ABC or its equivalent, Alcohol Beverage Control. And the agency that grants liquor licenses in your state, they can actually suspend or revoke the establishment's license based on those repeated violations, because now it's a quality of life issue. People in the community are affected by these violations that occur on the premises, and the fights and the violence and everything else. So that establishment can lose a liquor license. If you lose a liquor license at a bar or a club or even a restaurant, well, some of these establishments lose its purpose. Okay? If you are an entrepreneur, you want to start your private security company, just keep in mind that you might want to use this as a selling point. So your selling point is that you rarely have to call the police, and that you are an effective communicator and you're able to de-escalate violence. Often, most times, without the police help. And that's a great selling point, because the establishment can remain in business. If you want to be a bouncer or a security professional at a club or other establishment where they sell alcohol, your selling point to this prospective supervisor or boss is that you're able to de-escalate violence without calling the police. Obviously, you have to put a disclaimer, and there's situations where you have to call the police, and I'm talking about somebody's threatening other people with a knife or gun. But I've known of other establishments where they don't even call the police unless somebody's actually firing a weapon. I mean, that's totally different, but there's people brandishing guns, knives, everything else, and they don't want to call the police because they don't want to have the police make a report of it, and then eventually you're going to get this forward thinker leader in the police organization, maybe a sergeant, lieutenant, captain, commander, or above, that is always looking into the future, and they're going to end up notifying the Alcohol and Beverage Control Department. Okay, this is the ugly of working in a bar, club, or other alcohol establishment. Like this video. If you have any comments, suggestions on how you de-escalate violence, whatever it is, comment below. Thank you.